to the game. Hearing some beeps from the game itself, but the point is, the party has decided to continue the adventures of the island without returning to resurrect Varian. They're returning at level 4 from the ship. They have just left it and are... I did not catch the way they're getting back onto the island, but we'll come to that. Alright, party. How do you get back to the island?
I'm
We're
guessing
Is the dinghy taking you to the nearest shoreline, or are they dropping you off at the bottom of the cliff to try to climb up?
shoreline.
Oh,
I'm
shoreline.
not climbing.
Okay.
Yes, I believe the shoreline would be better.
Ooh, let me grab the right one. Okay. Here we go. And the dinghy kind of just takes you off to the north a little bit, right where the cliff meets the sea line, or the shoreline. And then it starts moving back towards the ship, which sets sail and moves off to the east. Before they leave you, they say, Altorius has told us that they will be returning to the west side of the island in about 2 months' time.
Okay.
Well,
How long have we
They'll
been
look
on the
for a
island
sign
for
from
now?
you.
How long
have you been on
we
the island?
island?
About a week and a half, I want to say. Might be 2 weeks now.
In about a month, you'll be returning from the north, right?
Have I regained my
2 months from the west.
Oh, from the west.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you looking at the full-size map? I'll ping the area they plan to come.
Yeah, I'm looking at the full size.
Alright. Somewhere over here.
Okay.
In this area.
Damn.
2 months. They'll look for you there. If they don't see you, they will send a search party at some point in another month. So 3 months as well. Okay?
Okay. We should leave some sort of a journal over there, you know, just in case the search party actually leaves.
We will
So do
take
you
a look
have,
for
I
any
don't know.
sign of you.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay?
have I regained anything of those stat negatives?
Yes, you would have regained your negatives at this point.
Sweet.
Looking forward to seeing what our paladin is capable of at this point. As you all kind of put to the shoreline. There we go. Got
I
my
want to go to the
papers.
pull down monument.
All right, all right.
Shaper, damn it.
Let me see here. I do need one thing. I need to open the file location and open. Right here. This image. Perfect. You are currently in an area that I've yet to describe, as you are kind of left alone here. You notice this is kind of a hilly and sandy area. Not very many trees. But it is the nearest shoreline that you can see.
Alright.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
give me a
but-
quick answer of where are you headed next? Are you going directly west back to the road? Are you going to follow the coastline back to the wall?
Yeah, we should get to the
We
wall.
want to pull down monument. We want to go to pull down monument.
Well,
We should get
yes,
over that wall.
yes. But you're over here.
Yeah.
We need to go to the wall, and for that we're gonna need to. What is it?
Are you going to follow the cliff? Are you going to go to the road and then work your way south?
I say we go towards the road and work our way south is the best.
Yeah,
idea.
let's be
Let's
sensible. Yeah.
let's not go for the forest. I mean, there are those exploding thingies over there we don't want to encounter.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you
What?
do see some trees off to the west and to the north, but right where you currently are, there are no trees, and it seems to just kind of be hills and sand. Maybe the occasional
Or we could,
scrub brush.
or we could go over here towards the giant sand pit and
No,
dig up.
that's the old Shaper temple that we destroyed. That's why it's a giant
Indeed.
sand pit now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying exactly. We can try to dig up something from over there.
Were there things that we missed?
I don't
we
know.
bring a shovel?
I don't have.
If you plan to go over there, you probably have a couple shovels as a party.
Let's go and try and dig
Not
over
sure
there.
how much you want
Well,
to
I mean, we
carry
did-
them, you know.
All right.
Well, I think we've been there. There's another Shaper hall in the middle of the traditionalist village. In Sudoington.
Sudienton.
And there's that and there's that pulled down mountain. I mean, monument. And then we want to get into the old lab and the lost.
Well, Dave,
what's
let me
lost
put it
in the
this way.
mountain.
Obviously, you're trying to look for a place to go to, but the question isn't where you're going, it's how do you get there? I need to know which direction you will walk. That's what I'm asking.
We walk to the road, I guess.
So
No,
you
I-
walk
in between.
towards this.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. As you kind of take off in between the hills and whatnot, very, very little in the way of wildlife seems to be in the area. Very silent, apart from the occasional sounds of the ocean in the east. Except you hear a squeal in the distance, maybe just over a hill.
Do I recognize the squeal? Is it something I have previously encountered on the island?
Not on the island, but you do recognize the sound. Give me a perception check.
What?
Oh, not a perception check, sorry, a survival check.
Survival.
Yep. Both of you recognize it as the squeal of a rabbit that is frightened.
Oh, that's not nice.
Pick up your shovels,
Oh.
guys. We're gonna go save that rabbit.
All right.
Willing to save the rabbit, but not the speaking child that was screaming on the mountainside the other day.
Yeah, which turned out to be an absolute trap and nearly killed us all. I mean,
I'm an oracle. The voices inside my head were right. We shouldn't have saved that guy. They're telling me
Okay.
to save this rabbit.
but we need to save this rabbit. I want to save this rabbit as
Okay.
well. And rabbits sound horrible.
So
when
you
they
all
scream.
kind of like run up over the hill to look.
Yes.
Well, in the distance, you see what seems to be a rabbit running for its life with a pink dog chasing it. Finally, the rabbit finds a warren and runs down it. And the dog tries to follow and gets stuck halfway in and proceeds to swell up and then explode.
Say that again, sorry. I just dropped out there. So.
The rabbit goes into a warren. The dog tries to
Yep.
follow it, being stuck because it's too big, explodes right there.
Guys,
Oh, that's a new
let's
one.
let's slowly back away.
You hear some howls not too far away.
That's the rabbit scream.
No, run away! I'm running away as fast as I can. And I cast guidance by myself.
The rabbit's still screaming.
No, that rabbit's gone. When the dog
The warren's
explodes, this boom creates just a dust cloud that is huge. It is a 30-foot radius of a cloud. So at this point, this thing is about 60 feet wide. Just on the other side of this hill. And all you can think is, you know, if you ever meet a Shaper, they owe you a clear explanation and an apology for creating such animals.
Yeah, what's the purpose of this?
Yeah.
Anyways, I walk away.
Before you turn, can I get a perception check? The whole party.
Perception.
Excellent. You all
31.
notice an obelisk just coming out of the dust cloud at the bottom of the hill.
Oh,
Seems to have some writing on it.
I'm gonna walk over to the obelisk.
Let's follow
Yeah,
the
let's have a look.
paladin towards the obelisk.
Okay.
But let's stay a little bit away, just in case,
Is-
those.
Sorry, just a question. Is Alex with us?
Yeah.
As a
doing the
character, he
stuff.
is, but his character is not ready to go yet.
It's still
I'm
forming.
I'm
on
hoping
it.
to at least get like a character name so we know you're there and you can at least talk to us. But I mean, you haven't even told us if you're playing the gargoyle or not, so I'm okay with waiting for that.
The race I'm working on as well. I've figured out class. Now I've just got to choose race.
Okay. Should I say no more than 40 points if you're building one?
I'm not building one,
Okay.
and 40 is way too much. A gargoyle is 36, and it's too much.
That's why I was saying, please don't do more than 40. I'm already gonna have to review
No,
whatever you do.
I'm using the Blood Forge, which has
Okay.
a bunch of pre-built races,
Okay,
because
that's
I
better.
plan on using my charisma for HP.
That's better. Anyway, you get down to the obelisk. There are 2 words on it. It says
What 2 words?
reflection tombs.
Action.
Can I get a knowledge shaper?
Oh, just the right guy for knowledge shape.
Oh, failed.
Sorry, I was looking and reading something. So here we go. Zach, you happen to know that shapers would set aside tombs for both the wise and powerful. The wise would be given a tomb to themselves, and their casket in the walls would hold philosophical knowledge, things that they wanted passed to the future. This knowledge and philosophy could then change the tenets of current practitioners that live after their death.
We should definitely go inside here, guys. It's something very important over here, which could probably change our lives as we know it.
All right.
Possibly.
Is there an entrance to this obelisk?
The obelisk is in between these hills. And you don't see a tomb entryway anywhere. You also hear another howl not too far away.
Enter inside.
The inside where? There's no door.
Exactly. Do you want to spend some time looking around for a door?
Can we assume that it's buried?
Um,
Its obelisk is buried, then shouldn't it?
according
The
to my
obelisk
knowledge,
wasn't buried, but it was behind the dust cloud of where the dog had exploded.
I assumed it was uncovered by the exploding dog.
Ah, no. You were more focused on the dog and the rabbit chase first.
Okay, let's look around for a door.
let's start looking around for the door, but very fast.
Perception checks. Dave?
Sorry. There you go. Woohoo!
Nice. Dave, Zach, you see a door just around a hill to the north. And the howls are coming from the east.
Guys, very fast. There's here a door. Wait, me or Dave?
Both of you see the door.
Over here. There's a door.
Let's head to the door. So,
Okay.
Okay, I follow the other guys.
Wait, now the door. Is it locked by any chance?
It is not locked.
We
And I open the door.
Okay.
he opened the door.
Open the door. You enter into what must be some form of mausoleum. There's quite a lot of writing along the walls. There's some empty space here and there, and possibly a few
I closed
urns
the door.
holding small artifacts. And yes, you close the door
I
as
close-
you see something pink out in the distance crest a hill.
I close it and don't look back.
Okay. There is nothing to
I
keep this door
ignite
shut.
my halo.
Okay. And now I'm gonna try to search for a torch in my backpack, in my
Okay.
cleric's backpack, which I still have with me, and light up the torch using spark.
I'm gonna take the non-masterwork sword I have
Yeah.
and jam it in the door so that it
Okay.
try to lock it by jamming it.
Yeah, you probably did a good job of that. I'm
Let's
gonna
stay away from the door.
roll really quick to see whether or not. Okay, did that not work? There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. That is not enough. All right, so as you kind of start looking around this tomb, you see plenty of writing on the wall, talking about this person's life, some of the things they worked on. It seems they cared greatly for a few different types of creations, from the orcs on the island to something called a thad. Seemed to be a type of creature that would lift and carry heavy loads around an area, and that they were in charge
Thad?
of a stable of them.
Did you say a thad?
A thad.
Yes.
What's a thad?
THAD.
D. H.
It's like in carrying mule, something like that.
Sounds
A
like
shaper equivalent.
it. Give me a knowledge shaper. See what you know about them.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I know a little bit.
Dave knows a little bit. They are a bipedal creation that can carry heavy loads. Zach happens to know a little bit more about them. They not only carry heavy loads, but are known to try to use tools and weapons to defend areas. They tend not to be
guys?
very smart.
I remember somehow about these. They're not actually very smart, but they can use weapons. I believe they're weapons
like
defend
me.
themselves. Yeah, it could be dangerous, so keep an eye out just in case.
All right.
Oh,
Mm.
one single thing. This I actually forgot to tell upon the boat. But is it possible that I can get from someone some robes?
The clothing robes.
Yeah,
I don't have any.
from the ship. If it is possible to get, if it would that be possible?
Let me roll to see what kind of robes. There's a low chance. Okay. No, they had no robes on the ship.
Okay, well, that was it.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, these they could be somehow dangerous. They're not very bright, as far as I remember. However, it is possible for me to be wrong at some point. I mean, let's say it was about 700 years ago. Let's hope they're not alive.
Okay.
I
These
think
bad.
on this island has a remarkable abilities to survive.
Well,
It is
the
true.
survivals, but not.
As you keep looking around the tomb, you notice there seems to be a door at the back. Perhaps at one point it was secret, but now it is not. Barely is set
Hey guys,
in the
I
wall
found
anymore.
the secret door.
Wanna go test it?
I
Okay.
open the door.
You open the door to a much smaller chamber with what seems to be a sarcophagus in it.
Oh, has it been disturbed?
Well, not as far as you can tell. It's very dusty in this room. There is little in the way of writing along the walls, but the tomb itself is covered in very cramped text.
I read the cramped text.
It seems to be an instruction manual on how to build an ornk. The types of
orc?
magic and how you should wave it and whatnot. It is very odd technical terms that you're just not able to follow. Oh, wait, no. It downloaded into your brain. You can follow it, others can't.
Right?
Yeah.
But I can't use the magic, can I?
You can't use the magic, no.
It's a way to make ornks. Interesting. I'll have to note that down and come back later.
Do you
If
think
we
we
ever
can?
need to make an orc,
Do you think we can actually write
It's,
it down upon some paper, upon a piece of paper?
It
it's gonna
would
take a long
take
time.
a long time.
Oh, then let's try to preserve this.
Yeah. Let's not make this into a sandpit.
Like last time.
But anyways, it requires magic and some other complex stuff.
Indeed.
Not quite sure how to translate it actually.
So here's my question about it. You have this book in the form of a sarcophagus. What do you do with this information? You just leave it, shut the door, and walk away, making note of where it is? Do you try to check what's inside, perhaps years later?
What's it?
Caught
There's
the
a
bait.
book.
You open it.
You
No,
open
no,
it.
no, no. I
No,
stop
no,
you.
no.
I stop you. I stop you. I stop you for a
I'm
second.
not
Wait.
opening it. I said I caught the bait, and I'm not doing it.
We should probably be careful. Let's go as far away as we can.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, let's see if the first let's check for a way out, and then we're gonna come back over here and do my thing. But I take the book with
only
mage
way
hand.
out you can find is that front door that is currently locked with a sword.
There's no book, Mace.
It's
The
a
sarcophagus
sarcophagus.
is the book.
Oh. The sarcophagus. I could probably try and push it with my mage hand from far away, but
It's a
Probably more
pretty
than 5
hefty
pounds.
top. I do not think 5 pounds will do it.
yeah. Shall we try to see what's inside there or not? No, wait. Actually, let's inspect the sarcophagus first.
Give me a perception check. Zach and Dave, you don't know that this sarcophagus was ever used. There's nothing to keep it shut.
Oh, guess what? This was never used. I
Yeah.
start to take the lid off.
It doesn't look like it's ever been.
There is
shut.
nothing inside.
I put myself inside the sarcophagus. Say, look at me.
I closed the lid.
I
You can
stabbed
stay
the
there.
sarcophagus with my sword.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'm so pleased I did that.
Okay.
Okay.
Mace is now inside the sarcophagus as Funkenhugger tries to stab it.
Totally.
What's a lunar? Are we at? Or Jura? Or what? What does that say?
That's a randomly rolled name for the character.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can I try to inspect now the inside of the sarcophagus and see exactly if I see anything inside, like writing?
Yeah, you open
There's
it back up,
nothing
so
written on
there's
the
no-
inside.
I open it back up to make sure he doesn't suffocate to death.
Oh,
There's
he,
nothing
Because-
on this side.
And because I'm
It's
just a
like-
nicer person like that, that's why I'm doing it, really.
Oh wow, this inter-party violence is getting out of hand.
It was just funny.
Anyway,
So,
But how come
Can
it's
I-
not used?
Can I
We're in
start
the
exploring?
Of a guy.
Can I start exploring around the perimeter of the room? And
we could try and check the perimeter. It might be linked to something. The sarcophagus. I mean, I don't know why, but like I said, this was usually a tomb for the very rich and powerful. So technically, we should be able to find something around here.
I'm just gonna ask a quick question. Are you saying rich and powerful because that's your translation of what I said, or is that because that's what you remember of what I said?
That's what I remember from what you said.
It's for the wise and learned for when they die, but they are allowed to determine what goes into it before they die.
Okay, so it is from the wise and powerful. And then
yeah, but if they just put their thoughts and feelings inside, we're not going to see that.
but there's a way to put your thoughts and feeling inside, you know, like
There
in
is?
writing. In writing,
Oh.
What a magic. I know what I'm gonna do. As I do that, I put my hand upon my eyes and cast detect magic.
The structure is magical.
Okay. What
Like
sort of
everything on
magic
this island.
do I see? What sort of magic do I see?
Oh, you know what? I did not determine that. I just have it written as the building construction materials were magical. Crap.
If it's
Station?
you,
I would probably say
transmutation,
transmutation.
transmutation. Do I notice anything different from most of them?
Well, you aren't seeing any aging on the inside of these walls or on the sarcophagus or anything else. Just a
No,
lot
I'm
of
seeing any-
dust.
I'm trying to say any different type of magic besides transmutation.
Oh, any different type of magic? No.
All of it transmutation. Everything around here is magical in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
What's the name of that? What was that name that we got in the other place? Mamalagon or something.
A Menamen for the creature.
Amenamen, wake up!
Nothing happens.
I think we killed that dude, man.
But there might be another one. I was just wondering.
With the same name?
Well, I mean, if you've got a successful magical enchantment, and why not just replicate it?
Like a copy paste situation.
Yeah.
I mean, why change it if it works?
It's like you can copy my homework, just change a few bit things.
So I think what he's saying is that there's probably more than one Clois.
Well, yes.
Lois.
Well, I
Why is
assume
that?
I am
so.
now. That's definitely what I'm saying.
Cloister, are you here?
Nothing happens.
Wouldn't that also have a different name though?
It should.
Not necessarily. It could have a different name.
Can someone try moving the sarcophagus?
The whole thing as opposed to just the lid?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can try
Give
pushing
me
it.
a strength check.
Do we
I'm gonna
really
try to
want
help.
to risk damaging it?
No, we're gonna try just to push it and see if there's anything underneath.
It's really
So Dave
Lots of
starts to kind of
information
push
that's
at it
like it.
and nothing happens.
I try to push as well, or help him at least.
Alright, give me a strength check. You give him a +2, so 19. Still nothing happens.
There could be secret stairs. Come on, guys, give me a hand.
I know. Let's try to search for secret entrances around
I
here.
failed.
James does not assist. In fact, he's kind of like pulling the thing back.
James, get off the sarcophagus.
All right.
Alright, so with your strength combined, you don't find a way to move it.
We
Can
could.
someone else? Can someone else try and push it, and I'll help them instead this time? Because
How
my
about-
strength is not my best quality.
Neither is mine. But how about we try searching for a secret room or something? See if
Yeah.
there's
Can I start feeling? Can I start feeling around the sarcophagus? Like feeling for any irregularities or
pressure
Give
Give
plates
me perception checks.
or things which are on the wall, which could actually be over there.
As far as Dave's check for the sarcophagus, you don't find anything.